Hello, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Live. I'm just waiting for my video to start on my computer so that I know you're all here. Ooh, I better turn it down. Okay, I think that's better. All right, I've started now, so welcome. My name is Sharon Rogers, for those of you who have never met me, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wells, Maine. And every Friday night at 7:30, I like to come live to you with a project. Except for tonight, I'm live, but I don't have a project. Well, sort of. I have some supplies, and I thought we would do another kind of viewer's choice type of card. So I'll show you what we're going to be using. I see Sheila is on. Hello, Sheila. And we'll wait for a couple other people. But tonight we're going to be using a couple Christmassy products. One is the Modern Christmas 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series paper. And that word specialty, hi Ruth, just means that it's got something special about it. In this case, gold foiling. And we're also going to use the Merry Christmas stamp. So it is a single stamp, and it's beautiful. And you know what? You can make some really great and quick and easy cards with this just by stamping a sentiment on a piece of, basic white, and then putting it on some designer series paper that's very festive. But tonight, it might be simple, it might not. You guys get to decide what we do. So for those of you who are logged into YouTube, hi Irene, I hope you guys will weigh in. So get your keyboards handy dandy. Like mine's no longer handy dandy because I need the space. But get your keyboards at the ready so that you can tell me what your preference is. And I will try to list things as, A or B so that you don't have to type out the whole name, especially for those of you who are on a phone. So I'm going to turn you down and we'll get started. We'll see how turning down looks like because I've got my holder at a different spot right here. So hold on just a second. We will, ooh, that was my hand. You see that? All right, now I gotta fix this thing. Let's see. Oh, look, there's my desk. And I'm not even getting too much of my mess in it. That's good. All right, I still got a little bit of a black piece in the corner, but that's gonna have to just live there. Hi, Anne. Nice of you to join us. How you feeling, Anne? All right. So tonight, Merry Christmas stamp. And then you guys are going to drive the rest of it. So I've got some options at hand, things that I think you might want to pick. But let me show you the Designer Series paper first. So this is the Modern Christmas 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series paper. And so there are, I've already flipped one of the pages over. So this is one pattern. So on one sheet, or on one side of the sheet, you'll have gold foiling, and on the other side, there won't be any gold foiling. So that's one sheet pattern. And then we've got these leaves and berries with the words fa la 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 written over and over and over again on the opposite side. And then we've got, this print has made itself into several of the black and white DSP options. I'm not crazy about it, I gotta tell you. I think I've used it once on something else. So I envisioned that I would use a lot of this side and not a lot of this side. And then we've got this pretty tree pattern. It's got some gold foiling on the trees, and then the stars have gold foil and polka dots on the back side. And then we've got this, which kind of reminds me of a floor tile. It's got just the little gold foiling in the middle there. I don't know if the light's picking it up or not. You know what? Let me pull my lights down a little bit. So this is just a very thin line of of gold foil in these circles. So it's actually circles of gold foil, but because of the patterns of the white circles and the void that's in them, it looks funky anyways. But it's just circles. And then on the other side, there's this scribbly stuff, which I'm not sure what I'd make with that either, but it reminds me of cartoon kind of stuff. So if I were making a kid's card, I might use this. I'd probably color the background a little bit. And then there are these beautiful gold, white ornaments on gold foil. And the back side is this really pretty black and white plaid, sort of. I don't know what it's called. But that's what we have. So your first thing that we're going to pick is, well, I'm going to actually, maybe you'll do some of the second, maybe we'll do another card if we have a chance. But the first one I'm going to choose is a white card base. So now we need, I assume, we're going to be stamping Merry Christmas, of course. And we want it to be in an ink or an embossing powder that coordinates with white, black, or gold. And we just, not coincidentally, but we just happen to have all three colors of embossing powder. So would you like to see this sentiment in A, gold, B, white, or C, black? Let's vote now. Oh, I'm glad you're making progress, Anne. So A is for the gold, B is for the white embossing powder, and C is for black embossing powder. So we've got 2 votes for gold so far, 3 votes for gold, and since I think there's only 4 of you on that are commenting, that's majority. So we're going to go with gold embossing. So I'll have to get that out. It's right here. I keep it handy. So I store my embossing in a paper pumpkin box. I actually have 2 boxes. I'll show you. I have one for the basics, and basics are white, black, and clear embossing powder. And Irene makes it unanimous with gold. And let's see, the metallics, which is silver, gold, and copper. Yep, copper. That I store in another case. It just makes it easier to grab the box and go, especially if I'm doing classes away. So, all right, let's see. You guys picked gold, so we're going to be embossing. Now, here's a second choice. Now, you're going to probably change your mind as you go along, because whatever the majority says for this next choice might change your thoughts on what you want for the next choice after that I'm going to give you. Let's see. So we've got gold embossing. So now we have a choice. Are we going to emboss this image in gold on white? Not this. This is the base. On basic white or black. So A is white, B is black. So do you want to emboss the gold? This is a Christmas card on white or black. Vote now while I get my setup ready. I might as well mount the stamp. I haven't even used it yet. But you know what? The closer we get to Christmas, the more I'll be using this one, because this one is, like I said, a stamp that you can do a lot with, and you can do it quickly. All right, so looks like everybody wants black. Oh, and Anne's on now too, which is good, because if we ever needed a tiebreaker, which we don't seem to right now, 5 would work. All right, so we're going to be stamping on black cardstock this greeting. All right, let's go ahead and get that done and out of the way first. That way we can maybe play around with some of the other choices that we have. So we will need to cut this. Let's see. So this is how I sort of measure. I put my stamp on here and it looks like it's about 4¼ inches long, maybe just under, something like that. So about 4¼ by 2¼ ish. All right, so if I want something, and I probably don't want a huge piece of black just because, you know, it's black and Christmas is a little bit cheerier than that. So let's go with 2½ by 4½ maybe. Let's try it. What do you think? 2½ by 4½. Now I am cutting this paper, which means I'm handling it. So I should bring out my embossing buddy here. Because I want to make sure that all the oils that were on my hands and may have transferred over to the black cardstock. Maybe that gets, what I should have done is rub this on my hands first. That would have helped a lot, but we're going to rub the cardstock here, and I'm going to just, you know, hold it by the corner where I know I'm not going to put any embossing powder. All right, so now I'll bring in my Versamark pad, and I'm going to ink up my Merry Christmas. Versamark is a slow drying medium, and it is sticky, and it's going to allow you to play around with it a little bit, add powder, etc., before it dries. The regular inks are water-based, and they dry almost immediately. Ooh, that's pretty. So I'm going to bring my tray in here from my Embossing Editions toolkit. And we're just going to dump that gold on there. This is kind of fun, having you guys make the choices, because you know what happens if I don't like it? I get somebody to blame other than myself. I know it's going to come out wonderfully. If I didn't trust you guys, I probably wouldn't let you pick. All right. So we'll set that aside. Now we need to heat set this. So I've got my heat tool out. Let's let it warm up for just a second. And what I've done is I've made sure that there's no extra stray powder. There's not too much. There might be a little bit, but it's fine. I just wanted to get some of the specks out. And the first time you're using your heat gun takes the longest because it just has to heat up. So now you can see it is starting to turn shiny. So you want to move into a different spot. If you are making a lot of Christmas cards at once and doing the same design, the next cards you do will go very quickly. Usually what I'll do is I'll stamp a bunch of Merry Christmases and then, you know, add the powder and then emboss them all at once. So it goes very, very quickly. And once it's shiny, you really do want to move along. All right. Ooh. Look how pretty that is. Oh, so nice. So nice. All right. So now we're going to come to another decision. We're going to have to decide which DSP we want to use. And I'm going to throw in a little bit of a curveball here. And I'm going to say that gold foil can also be used as a layer. So keep that in mind. I'll ask that next after you've chosen your paper. Oh, this is going to be tough here. We've got 12 choices, really. All right, so we don't have 12. We have 10 because I'm going to veto 2 of them right now. All right, so we can, and I'll just bring this in too. So This is choice number 1, the ornaments. Choice number 2, this plaidish thing. Choice number 3, this bathroom tile. Sorry, I don't mean to offend if anybody finds that offensive. Okay, veto. That's not Christmassy at all. Okay, we've got the trees here. By the way, no pressure, but I have a class using this designer series paper coming up on Super Saturday, which is November 29th, Small Business Saturday, you know, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And if I like the card that we do tonight well enough, that will be one of the cards that we make at the class. All right, so then we've got polka dots. Some of you are already guessing and you are saying you haven't even seen them all. And I know that because some of you are saying trees, and there are actually 2 papers that have trees on them. All right, so there's that one. And then there's the stripes. And of course, we could go that way. We could go this way. Oh, I'm going to veto this one too. We've got this one. The holly and the berries. The leaves and the berries. We've got fa la 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 la. We've got gold stars. And then we've got black and white trees. So I see 3 trees. 3 people choosing trees. So now that is technically because there are 5 of you. Oh, Ruth says change me to the holly berries. So I'm going to get out the choices that I've seen so far. Here's this trees. Okay. The white one with trees, Irene says. Anne says fa la 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 la, which, and that would have probably been my choice too. And then so we've got these 4. All right, so let me take the rest away. I really like the gold stars too. I think that really looks nice. And you know what? When you're making a bunch of cards, you know, you can use the same design and use different papers. And so it looks like, you know, a lot of people get different cards, but really it's the same card, just different backgrounds. All right, so we're going to vote again now that we've narrowed it down to 4. This is choice 1, 2, 3, and 4. So choose now with 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then I'm going to ask you if you want the foil. My guess is you're going to want the foil no matter which one you choose. So we have 1 vote for this one. Oh, we've got 2 votes for this one. 1 vote for this one. 1 vote for this one. We're going to see. Sheila, are you still going with the white with trees? Because she's going to have to be the tiebreaker. Because the rest of you guys, well, oh, all right. So it is this one. We might make a second card. And if we do, I'm going with Anne. All right. So let's get this out. Now, gold foil. Shall we have a gold foil layer under this Merry Christmas or not? Yay or nay? Yes or no? Yes. All right. All right. I think holly berries would have also been a really good one with this because for the same reason as it has the gold, white, and the black all together. It's a little bit less dark than just black and gold. All right, so I already forgot what this measured. I think it was 2.5 by 4.5, yes. So we're gonna cut this at 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. Now here's a little tip for you. If you are making a bunch of Christmas cards and maybe you're doing some other decorations, you're doing some other die cutting, don't mind this toilet paper roll. I'm making my team Christmas party. We're going to be doing a craft with them. So I know that was odd to roll onto the screen. Sorry. All right, so we've got this beautiful little layer. I love it. And now we have this paper. So next choice, do you want to just do a layer? Do you want another black layer between the white, or do you want the full piece to be the card? So I just need to know what size this needs to be, I think. So we can, here, let me go back to choices here. Choice A, which I'm going to tell you, not my choice. Choice B, and it's not my choice because the whites are a little bit different. This is willow white, I think, and I don't have willow white. This is just our basic white. But if you split it up, then you've got something that goes like this. So you've got that, and you've got some more layers here, right? Or you can just do the whole card front. And you guys all say the same thing. You want a layer of black. I think that is a very good choice. So let's see, we're going to make that layer. Let's do 5 and 3/8. So just an eighth smaller than the card base itself, by 4 1/8. All right. And then we're going to make this layer, and we want it to be landscape. So I'm going to cut this way first. So we want it to be 4 inches tall. By 5 1/4 inches this way. I don't think I finished my thought before. If you're doing a lot of these cards, you're covering up a lot of this gold. So my suggestion would be die cut some elements from this gold before you adhere these. I mean, gold foil is not expensive. It's a package is $5 for 2 sheets. So yes, it's more expensive than per sheet than, you know, cardstock, but it's still not too bad. All right. I was messing around with this last night and didn't really put the cap on tight. Every time I say, oh, I'm going to do it the right way this time, and I don't. All right. Oops, there's a big glob. So here's my big glob fix. You take a piece of scrap paper and you just rub it out. I'm going to take that little globby piece out. Here we go. You guys didn't tell me I was doing the wrong one. All right, so this is going to go, I'm going to center this right here. And yes, I know it's not the quote-unquote right size. We could have actually made this go the whole length if we wanted to, both of these pieces. But I do want to see a little bit of the trees on the side. So I'm going to put this down. And normally, this is the layer that I would pop up on dimensions. But I'm not going to do that. Not because it was a mistake that I glued that one down, but because sometimes I like to pop the top layer off. It just makes it look different. So, oops, I don't want to stick it down yet. I want to line it up first. Not quite centered. The glare from my lights is making it a little bit difficult. Fortunately, the foil makes it a little bit easier to take my adhesive off. Come on, come on. I'm gonna need another dimensional over here. Okay. That looks good. So it's just a little bit different with the Merry Christmas popping up, just that black layer instead of the white layer as well. And then we're gonna, oh, then where's my other black layer gone? Right here? Let's see if this is the right black layer. Yes, it is. Now I've got myself worried. I'm not doing the thing I wanted to do. Okay, this is just a very small border because we just cut this one 1/8 of an inch. So that gives us a 16th inch border here. And we'll just adhere this to our card front. And I'm not going to adhere with dimensionals here because I've already got dimensionals on the front. And the post office has hard enough time right now during this season. They don't need things getting stuck in their machines. So there is our Christmas card. Boy, I wish I knew where my gold foil sequins were. Oh, look, here they are. We could put some gold foil sequins on. That would be fun. And we have a couple choices. We can put them on with gold. Yes, with glue. Or we can put them on with, that one's too big. I don't like that one. We can put them on with glue dots. So, and if you looked in the, or online, you saw that some of what they did was they put some of the pieces in just different spots on the words. And I forgot where they did it, but like you could do it on the S, the bottom of the S. Probably here. You can just pop some extra ones on in different spots. I think I'm going to do that. I just want to steer a little clear of some of the larger ones. And I find it just as easy to put the glue down and pop the sequin on, except for I have some sticky on my hands, so that's not gonna work too well. Let's see if I can, nope, gotta do my putty end, I guess. I'll just stick that on there. And you just gotta leave it for a second, let it just sit. Let it sit and do its thing. We'll put one over here on the end of the Y. You guys got any other ideas where I should put it? Maybe the other end of, or maybe up here on the C. I'm open to suggestions. And this dries on here very well. It's very sticky. It'll be very good. And the nice thing about sequins is they don't add much thickness. So we've just got a few pieces there. Anybody else want to weigh in where we should put some? I mean, should we put some out here? I don't know. I don't know that I like it out there when it's on the word. I think I need a couple more places where I put it on the word. I'm going to put one right up here, I think. Oh, and I put one right down here as well, because I want to do an odd number. Right, because typically that works best. It's not a hard and fast rule for me, but it's pretty hard. All right. So there we go. And then we've got another one here. I'll get some little tiny ones. And the glue dries clear, so in case it squeezes out just a little bit, it's going to be fine. I think do we need another one? What do you think? Let me hold it close for you. Somebody weigh in and say, should we put another one or two on? And if so, if you say yes, you need to tell me where. Looks awesome. Oh, Irene has to go. Good night, Irene. Thanks for joining us. Sheila's saying pretty. So is this more sequins or no sequins? Or no more sequins, I should say. Under the A. Like here? Like, should it be touching the A? Oh, under the S. Well, I've already got two kind of on the S's though, so I don't know that I want them that close. Just enough. I think it's good as is. All right, well, I'm going to stop because majority seems to say just as good there. So there we have our card, and we can decorate the inside. One of the things that you can do is you can cut out some of these trees. You can fussy cut them. There is a coordinating stamp set. I don't have it, but because there's only so many stamps I can use at Christmas time. So you can fussy cut these and just glue one inside. That works. You could even just kind of fussy cut around a trio and put that inside if you wanted to. Or you could do a strip of something. What's on the back of this? Oh, it's just polka dots on the back. That's kind of boring. All right, I'm going to make one more card very quickly. Show you just a couple of changes. So I'm going to bring in the fa la 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 la. And I'm going to make it a full card front. So it's going to look like that's the base. So that means it's 4 1/4. Now the only problem with doing it this way is that you're going to get less. You're only going to get 4 card fronts instead of 6 card fronts from a sheet of designer series paper. Now I am covering up some of it, so I really could. Ooh, oh, I know what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you something that I could have saved us some time here and some prep. But let's go ahead and get that black cardstock out again. I want to make. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to stamp our Merry Christmas, but we're going to make this piece go all the way across. All right, and I think it was 2 1/4, right? Oh, wait, yes, 2 1/4. So 2 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to center that right on there. Now, where's my stamp gone? Here it is. That's the hard part with a clear photopolymer stamp on a clear block. Man, that's hard to find sometimes. All right. So where did my embossing buddy go? Can't be far, I just used it. And yet, it can't be far, and yet it seems to be. Anybody see where it went? No, including me. So we're going to take our chances that this will be okay. Yes, I'm still looking. As I say, we're going to take our chances. Where'd that thing go? Well, I did rub my fingers with it, so, I mean, it was a while ago. Let's hope it works. So I'm just going to try to center this. Where did that stinking thing go? Okay. Merry Christmas. We'll bring back our tray. Okay, now I can see where it looks like a little bit of fingerprint action going on over here. Gotta take those away. I don't want my fingerprints out there. Then people will know I'm wanted. All right. Hey, so you want to hear a funny story? When Peter and I were dating, like it was early on. It might even have been the first date. I don't know. Oh, hi, Kelly. Thanks for joining us. So when my husband and I were first dating, and this is, I don't know, 30 years ago, we were coming back from the date. Oh, I see. I think I need a little bit more gold embossing here. We were coming back. He was driving me home, and I don't know, he got pulled over for some reason. He wasn't speeding or anything. I mean, he was on a first date. You don't want to make a bad impression, but he was pulled over, and it took the police officer a really, really, really long time. And come to find out, oh, I see another spot I missed too. Come to find out that the police officer's like, sorry it took so long. There's another Peter Rogers who's wanted in Connecticut. And I'm like, we just had to make sure it wasn't you. Now, I don't know if the police officer, who I did not know, was just messing with us, or I assumed it wasn't. But so here I am on this first date who's, riding around in a car with somebody who's got a pretty vanilla name. I mean, Peter is pretty common, and Rogers is kind of common. And there's somebody wanted for murder in Connecticut. I don't know how I got there from this, but there we go. So we're just going to emboss this again very quickly. Got a couple stray flecks, but that's not bad. All right, just want to make sure everything's nice and shiny. Oop, missed a spot right there. There we go. Everything is shiny now, so I can stop. And we'll put this back. I'm going to bring in the Fa La 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 La. I've got my thick basic white card base, because, of course, the thick is the better base to go with. So I'm just going to cover that whole thing. But look at what we're going to do. I mean, I'm gonna use some gold foil here too, but I'm going to put this right across the middle, which means a lot of the Fa La La gets covered up. So what I could do, this is 2 1/4 inches wide, I think. Yes. So that means that I only need really an inch. There's going to be an inch above and an inch below. So maybe I just make this like 1 1/4 inches and 1 1/4 inches. And then what I can do is I can use this on another card. So it makes it last longer because I don't need to put it on the whole card front. So I can get more of this particular card. Oh, it's got that beautiful holly berry on the back side. Why couldn't the Fa La La have had one of the designs I'm not too crazy about on the back side? Oh, well, I'll tell you why, because the Fa La 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 is the non-foiled side, as is those other ones. We're going to do this. Just want to make sure that you get the Fa La La right side up. Oop, almost didn't. Put that right down on the bottom. And we can do the same thing with the foil. We don't need to waste the foil. Okay, make sure that's right straight to the bottom. That's it. And we can just trim off this little overhang here. And this little overhang here. All right. So we'll bring in our gold foil again. And I need it to be 5 1/2 inches long. But I only need, 1/2 inch maybe. I don't even really measure it. I'm going to attach this right here. I'm going to put Just a thin bead of glue right along the top. And we'll go just like that. Here we go. And then we'll do the same thing on the bottom. Much more economical. Oh. Careful when you're placing it so that you don't expose the glue more than you have to. All right. I'm going to just let that, I'm not going to try to wipe it yet, that's for sure. All right, so there I have that. That's so pretty. And then I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals as well. And it's pretty long, so I'm going to use 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. All right, so now tell me, who's got their Christmas cards all done already? Anybody? I mean, I probably do, because I've been making a lot for classes and videos, so I probably have a lot done. Let's see. I think I might have run out of that beautiful gold striped ribbon, and it was out last time I knew, so I guess I can't put any of that on here. That's all right. We'll just go with this. I'm gonna have to pick it up so that I can see if it's straight or not. Yes. There we go. Oop, this slid a little bit. Well, you get the idea anyway. So just a very, very simple card, but the gold really makes it stand out. Now, some other things that you could do is if you wanted a pop of color, you could have taken a blending brush and blended on some color so that you'd have the fa la 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 in a color, not just white. But again, simple card. You can make a lot of cards with one package of designer series paper and this one big beautiful stamp. A couple other accessories and you are good to go. Ruth says she has a full box from last year and some to make this year. Yeah, I have a bunch kicking around too. I think somewhere I recently just gave away a lot to a teammate who was raising some funds for a school in Zimbabwe. So I've got room to make a whole lot more now. But here's two of these, and this stamp really is a beautiful, very classy script stamp. So I would consider picking it up, even if it's not for this year, if it's for next year, because this is definitely a stamp that will go a long way for a long time. It's not going to go out of style. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you are interested in the class on Super Saturday that meets in Sanford, I have 2 classes going on that day. That's what makes it super. It makes it a Super Saturday. One is a framed home decor piece using the traditional wreath embossing folder and colored with blends. It's beautiful. And then the other one is some Christmas cards made with this paper. So, and I'll be using this stamp, but also some other ones too. So I hope you'll join me. I'll have the registration link in the description of this video in about 3 minutes. So thanks for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and a weekend with plenty of stamping. Have a great rest of the night.